I really feel like God speaks to me through poetry. Like things that I write, it comes so naturally that I feel like it's not something that I created. I feel like it's like God speaking through me in order for me to get to that next place of God's will. And I have a hard time hearing God's will when I'm just stuck in my head. And so I write poetry and then I'm able to hear what God is trying to tell me. Jesus, ever so gentle, came to me, showed the way patiently, persecuted his will through worldly perception, a slave to the law of my own conception. His words flew like a stream, lively and persistent. I continued to deny his power, like a teenager, combative, resistant. I demanded control every day, each month, and year, while holding on to my unfaithful fear. Like the Samaritan woman, Jesus met me at the well. He said, "Drink the living water." In awe of my Savior, my ego fell. In obedience, I drank the living water. He said, "Please accept this gift. I've been showing you who you are through me, so you may have an exponential spiritual lift." His words continue to flow. It's time you grow up. Stop running away from the calling I've given to you, the one I remind you of each year, month, and day. I come to your feet. I pull your heartstrings. Shut the door on your perception so you may see what my love brings. Lay your reservations down. Cast your fear aside. Hear my word. I am the Lord, your Messiah. I will provide. I will work out the detail. I will command what to do. Your part is to stay faithful. Please keep your heart true. Let go of your ways. Drop the perception of who you are. Through me, all things will come to pass. I will launch you so very far. Like Saul, your 2 eyes are blinded, so your spirit may see. When I open your eyes again, you will be convicted to worship faithfully. You will be restored. I'll mold you through change. I'll continually confirm that your new Christ-like perception's in range. You will preach the gospel. You will study it and intently pray. Share my truth with others, especially those who are gay. Because the broken need healing. With tears, Jesus said, "My children are broken down. Please save their souls. Tell them it is I, Jesus Christ, who wears the crown. Tell them your story of how I met you where you were at. Like the Samaritan woman, it was at your feet that I sat. Say that I broke your law, your perception's game. I picked up your broken pieces while hung on a cross, which left you with no blame. Let your story end, struggle of darkness. Speak action into the word of truth. For those eyes that are blinded, let your testimony be living proof." Jesus left me with his command as I stand before you now, bearing all pride, ego, and shame. I confess that I am broken. Because of Jesus, I have no blame. I drink the living water so that my eyes may see the gift of the Messiah, the promise of eternity. I urge you to meet Jesus at the well. Let yourself fall to his feet so you can let go of the world's perception, because it is nothing but deceit. Through the struggle of flesh that is glued to your humanity, Jesus will mold you like myself. He will awaken you spiritually. Let go of control. Leave the results to him. When you walk hand in hand with your Creator, you'll have freedom in knowing his death pardons your sin. Do not be ashamed, filled with guilt or pride. Surrender to your mighty King. It is in him that you confide. For when we deflate ego, we pump up humility, which allows us to move forward with our calling, our spiritual ability.